Okay. Oh my God. What a trip. What a trip. All right. Welcome in. A bit late today. I think. Maybe I need to start a GoFundMe for a watch out there for anybody who wants it. No, seriously though. Hey, welcome in. Qualm? What do we got? Ethan? I'll go with Ethan. What's up? 1287 on the map. What's up? Eric, welcome in. Oh, my favorite. Knee clapper. That was good. Uh Woo's for the children. Welcome in. Welcome in. So I don't know if you guys know. First of all, I have a good excuse for why I'm late. Semi good. Anybody who has a PC out there, I'm sure you're going to go through the same thing. I needed to reinstall the whole game, so I had to uninstall and reinstall. Um, and for those that don't know, it's quite a big damn game apparently, because it took forever to friggin' reinstall the damn thing. And then go to part two, which is I don't even know my damn login. So all you hackers out there who are trying to get my login, let me know when you hack my login what my login is, because I struggle to even find what the hell my login is. I don't use my main email, and I don't have like my login. I outsmart myself. How about that? I outsmart myself with what my login is. So after all that nonsense, and you want drama, that's the drama for the day, is trying to get me to play the game. Holy shit, that was wild. Okay, Cobb, welcome in as always. Look at this. Now we got the crew going here. Ray, what's up? Glad to have you in, back in the house. You need to change your description to suit world time. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What do I need to do? You mean on YouTube? Is there a way to so it actually just says my time and it doesn't give everybody's time? Well, are you giving me homework, brother? You, you giving me some homework, my man? World time. All right, I'll see. I'm nothing if not accommodating, my man. I'm nothing if I'm accommodating. Thursday was rest. Oh, fair enough. Thursday was rest. Yeah. Well, it was today. Right now, it's Thursday. You know, so it is what it is. It's a rare show. Usually don't have shows on Thursdays. But I'm honestly, I don't like lying to all of you. It's not really something that I like to do. We kind of build a relationship on trust. So let's be honest and tell the story. So wifey had car trouble yesterday. Somebody hit her car. I'll just go ahead and tell you the whole story. You want the truth? Here you go. So playing pickleball it was actually on Tuesday. And my wife's car got hit. So a truck backed into her car and couldn't do anything at night. Not really drivable. So yesterday when she got out of work, I had to help her. And we had to get it towed to the garage and all the saga of all that nonsense. And yeah, I couldn't do the show last night. So of course I promised I'd do a show, and I don't like to lie. And I was like, okay, then I have to do a Thursday show because I didn't do a Wednesday show, or else I view myself as a jerk for not telling the truth. So I go to that extent to not lie. So there you go. There's the story. It's exciting as it gets. Okay, and because of that, I'm late because I downloaded the thing, so now I got to do again. I hate doing this on live, but I will share a couple of good tidbits for you. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, sweet. Welcome in. John, welcome in. Back don't forget QBs. Nasty at pickleball. Somewhat. Is pickleball same as paddle? No. So similar to paddle. Paddle has walls, so you have the plexiglass walls that you hit the ball off of to play paddle. So pickleball is really like a tennis ping pong kind of combination. It's really on a smaller court. It's a very easy game to learn how to play, and it's really up to the extent of playing it as far as you want to get. So it's, if you want to raise your skill set up and play like really good people at pickleball, it's incredibly fun. And if you have any competitive bone in your body, it instantly comes out, and you don't understand how somebody that's 20 years older than you is whooping your ass. And then that drives you, if you're anything like myself, incredibly competitive. It just drives you to want to practice and get better. And then before you know it, here you are. And yeah, I love playing pickleball, and I love continuing to push the envelope to get better. So that is true. That is true from a pickleball perspective. Aussie Open next year. Yes, pickleball does have the Australian Open where the pickleball pros go out to Australia. They did have it early. I think that was September. I don't know. Maybe it was summertime. They had that. Not everybody travels out there because it's obviously a long plane ride. So you unfortunately don't get the best pros to go out to Australia for pickleball. But Sammy, no, Sammy. 1980, you tell me to learn tennis. I know how to play tennis. But I'm not gonna play why would I play tennis? Why am I gonna go play tennis when I can play pickleball? I can go indoors and play pickleball and pick up a game. I can go to the local tennis courts and there's nobody there. They actually built pickleball courts across from tennis courts, and the tennis courts are almost completely empty except for maybe the high schools or people that are taking lessons. Other than that, you go over to the pickleball courts that have like 20, and they are packed with a weight of paddle racks are filled waiting for people to play. So I'll pass on the tennis, brother. I'll stick with the pickleball. I tell you the same thing. Go play some pickleball. You actually, tennis people have an advantage of starting pickleball because drives, when people don't come from a paddle background, you can just pick up tennis. You can pick up pickleball a little bit easier. Anyway, all right, so 3v3, a couple things I need to go through my 3v3s here. A couple things I wanted to spotlight to you. I've been grinding, doing some testing and trying some things out. I've gotten through my air with going against tank teams. Again, just trying to see where it reset my original aspect. I will tell you, Carly. Yeah, I know what you're saying out there. Carly ended up with the most damage in there. So now I'm bouncing, and that was with Morrison in the front, moving all the lineups around with Murphy, moving all the lineups around with Sarah. And then I didn't even try to test yet. Front hero lineup with Carly back in it. I can just tell you, as soon as I put Carly in the front, instantly it had the most damage. So the full air lineup with Carly's back, and that 4+1 card, now that it's gone, yeah, it's a difference maker. At least versus tank advantage of a stronger tank team versus my air team. So obviously there needs to be more testing done versus another air team, a mirror team to see how we do, and other like missile team to see how we get and stuff like that. But man, it was crazy. The damage was really crazy, and actually the damage of Morrison in front was better than Diva with, I think it was Murphy in there. But when I put Sarah in there, her damage was, Diva's damage went through the roof no matter where I had Morrison. Diva's damage was like, I don't know, it was like I think in the fights that I was doing, it was around 70 million. It was really astronomical where it was. So anyway, I put the lineups are back, and it certainly made my tank unit strong. I can tell you that again. So my tank is back to being strong because it was weaker moving that out. But in any case, that's why you will be seeing my full air is back, and we'll be testing that thoroughly this weekend. We'll do Winter Storm, good old stuff. Maybe, yeah, we'll have Desert Storm happening. So So plenty to talk about. So while I'm doing this, you guys interested in a story out there? While I do this, you want some gossip? You want some latest gossip that you guys will find interesting? That I haven't decided what exactly I'm going to do to help with the information. But if you guys want some knowledge, I have to brace you and say it's allegedly, and because I don't know, I have not seen. What is this? What I'm telling you, now we're gonna have all kinds of problems with the PC. Allegedly stuff, but yeah, I can give you the T. I can give it a T. So I will say this a lot. Allegedly, I've been told, and I have no proof of this. I actually do have a screenshot of it, but I have no that it's actually valid. It could be phony screenshot, whatever it is, on our server. But the person who was playing the Crazy Deerfly account, right, allegedly, Akari, who is on our server, she allegedly made upgrades to that account upwards of $30,000 to $35,000 with an understanding that she would allegedly be reimbursed. And I saw a screen. Why is it keep leaving the battle? I guess I'm clicking outside here or something. What is this? Is this new? I don't know what I'm doing over here. So apparently there is a screenshot that I saw where it did say this, from that account, from that CDF account to Akari, saying that she was going to be reimbursed for playing, and doing it. Now I don't. Again, could have been forged. It could have been, screenshotted, manipulated in some way. I don't know. Can't guarantee any of that stuff. I didn't put it through a forensic test to say whether it was actually real or not. But I saw it, and it did say, that if that was real, that she, play the account and then do your upgrades, and she would be reimbursed. That was that's the alleged story that came through. Well, Kari has sent me a message that allegedly TF has retaken over the account from her, discontinued all conversations with her, allegedly, and she's no longer able to allegedly contact her anymore. And the account allegedly is up for sale for, I had heard, upwards of $50,000. We continue. I have also heard that allegedly the account is already being moved at transfer, I don't know, today or tonight, tomorrow, whatever. I heard that it was accepted to 105, server 105. Allegedly. I also heard, allegedly, that the person in 105 purchased the account. So therefore, if it is allegedly true, then money has allegedly changed hands for that. And the person who allegedly was playing the account and allegedly had put in 30 to 35,000 is no longer allegedly going to be getting a single dime for the account. Sweet. I'm just trying to protect myself, my man. I don't know. I don't know the truth of it all. I'm just getting the story secondhand, letting you all know. They want, the person who wants it out has asked me to give out the details, so I'm giving them out because she asked me to try to spread her story because she allegedly feels ripped off of $35,000. So I'm getting the word out. I'm saying, and that's why I'm saying allegedly, because I don't know. It's not my, whether I don't have proof of it or not of it. Other than that screenshot, I do have the screenshot that could be or could not be forged. So That's why I have to tell the story that way, sir. Because yeah, if it were to be a true story that there was somebody out there who had some kind of account and somebody out there asked somebody to play that account for them and took it over for them, and that somebody played that account with an understanding that they were going to be reimbursed after, spending for the period of time, and then that person did get a bundle of money and then was not reimbursed in any way, I think you all would feel the same way, right? I think you agree. And really, when you think about it, in that, if that is true, if that's not true, what you all have to understand is, when you do a search on this type of situation, there's no real legal recourse of all this. When you think about it, you're just passed out. If that were the case, if that were true, legend story, you just don't get anything. You just out the money. There's no way to prove it. Like, these messages, it's all illegal. Because don't forget, when you're going to play account for somebody else, there's no real proof that you're playing that account. I mean, you'd have to get into, what do you really think? Like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you could do some kind of, maybe you're right. Maybe Sammy, maybe there's some credit card trail that they can tie back to. I don't know. I'm not sure any of that legal, the legal ramifications of any of it, of how they're going to do it. But it didn't appear to be something on, when I looked up if somebody would do it, that it was in your favor to do, because it seemed like there was a lot of hearsay and I don't know. I mean, you get into that stuff, and once you get into the courtrooms and stuff, you end up spending as much money trying to get the money back. You end up spending $30,000 on a freaking lawyer. So, it's not a great situation. And I only bring it up because she has been incredibly nice to myself since being a teammate with her. And if anybody were, why is this 3? And if anybody were to have that happen to them that were in my life, I would feel tremendously sad for them. So yeah. I would turn to like to go until 30K recoup. Yes, but it's already. But see, the problem is you oh, listen, my I'd rather you say if your aunt had balls, it'd be your uncle. So like, let's be honest about this. You can say if on the situation all along. If you're trusting somebody to play the game, and that's what often happens in this game, people trust people. And listen, let's be honest. You all know somebody out there who's played somebody else's account. You all know it. You've all heard it. You all know it. Play this game long enough. Somebody has played somebody else's account. The information's there. They're playing it. They're borrowing it. They're doing whatever. All seen it. Had it. It's done. Right? This isn't outlandish to say that this happens in general to begin with. But when you start entering into, financially upgrading people's accounts or doing things or adding things, or by the way, just lending somebody your account, you better trust those people, because they can run. They can run. They can get your email. They can lock it in. It's against the code of conduct of the game to do that, to allow somebody to play your game. So I can't see the game really helping you do anything about it. And then by the time you are able to do something about it, let's say take legal recourse and you have somebody legally put something in place to stop them from doing it, or talk to a foreign company to say, hey, do this or do that. They probably already sold your account and ran. They sold your account to somebody else in some third-party website with, with somebody who's in between. They take the money and they run. And you got nothing. Now you're chasing a third person now through a sale. Like, you don't even know that original person. Now you got to try to find the original person who sold the account and got the money ran. Now that's even harder because they're no longer even attached to the game. Right? So, you just have to be careful out there is the bottom line. of understanding the situation and the risks that you take by and I will give you this advice to everybody out there. If you're going to sell your account, right, in which the game frowns upon, they don't want anybody selling their account. That's publicly what they try to say. Don't sell, right? Personally, I don't think the game really chases after everybody. Everybody makes this whole thing of like, oh, the game allows it. Oh, the game allows it because you see it happen all the time. So you think the game allows it. Their code of conduct, they protect against it. It's in the code of conduct that you're not supposed to be doing it and selling the game and transferring it. There's plenty of ways to do it. And sure, they can catch people. Why would they? Why would they persecute you for doing it? You're handing an account to somebody else. You're getting money from it. And then the game just hands it to somebody who then spends a bunch of money. If you're going to stop spending or you're going to stop playing, why wouldn't that person want somebody to pick up that account and keep spending? Why would they stop that? You know, they're not going to. That's why they haven't. And that's why you've heard all these stories. And that's why they're not going to sit there and try to find people and stop them from playing. Why? It's money coming into their account. This game is about making money, right? So why would they stop that? They don't. But let's just be serious about it. You're not supposed to do it, right? So it's frowned upon you doing it. And so what I would say is, if you're going to enter in and you're going to try to sell, I would go through some sort of, there's websites out there that do this and they offer third party, which makes a lot of sense. So you put a person in the middle that gets a percentage of the sales, small percentage, and you put them in the middle of the transaction. And then that person gets the money. And then that person doesn't turn over the money until they get the email. They give you the email and you successfully log in. And then that person is then given the money. So you have a middleman who takes care of that. That's really like the safest way to do it. To just do a swap evenly with people and just do it on a regular, say, hey, yeah, let's do a handshake agreement with somebody that I don't really know who you are. I don't know where you live. I don't know who you are. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's exchange thousands of dollars without knowing somebody's identity. That's smart. That's smart. I wouldn't enter that. I personally wouldn't. You're welcome to do it. And why does this game keep kicking me out? It's very annoying. So anyway, I would, if you are going to do something like that, there are, safer ways to do it. But also know, it is at your own risk because there is in the code of conduct of the game. They tell you all these things that they don't support. You can ask customer service. Go ahead and get that message and ask them straight up. Just say, hey, is it legal for me to sell my account? Go ahead and ask them. Ask customer service. If it's so allowed and it's so whatever, and there's customer service, you just respond back and say, absolutely. You can sell your account. We'll help you. They should just come back and say it, right? They're not going to. You go ahead and find that customer service message. Go ahead and send it over to the WC. I put it on our Discord. I will gladly share it with everybody out here and show you that you got it from customer service and you've proven that they said that. Go ahead, by all means. But I've actually asked them straight up on there before, and push comes to shove, they'll just tell you it's against their code of conduct, and you're not supposed to let anybody else play their account. So they play that middle ground. But at the same time, if you go ahead, and you're going to try to say somebody else bought, like, they're not going to go after. Why would they? It doesn't make sense for them to go after anybody who's going to play. So, and by the way, I just while we're touching on that subject, I also think it's terrible for the game to do it. I think it's horrible, personally. And I think it really takes away from the game and why all these accounts have gotten as out of control as they have, where you're watching this. Because when you think about it, all the people that have their original accounts that started from scratch, and I can tell you I'm one of them. I didn't buy the account. Everything that I've gotten on my account, I started from scratch. So every single penny I put in. To say that somebody else can come in and shortcut by buying an account that somebody else put thousands of dollars in and they get to buy it on the pennies. They get to spend for a couple $100. They get to fast forward and get all that other people had to put in thousands of dollars. And then they put in more money. What it does is it hurts the game because it makes them stronger. And they were able to get stronger for only a fraction of the cost of the people that have invested in the game get to do. And so when you look at it, sure, it's sour grapes for those that have spent more money to get to the same spot than those that bought an account and fast forwarded. Sure, you could have sour grapes there. But also when you think about the game in itself, it's not good for the game. Why would you want 1,000 more 80 million accounts that wouldn't exist today? Why would you want that? You make it so that it makes it harder for you to catch people. When in reality, you could only have, 40 accounts that are like really VIP 18s, or maybe you get 30 accounts that are VIP 18s that are big, and then you get a handful of other ones that aren't as big. you're gonna feel like, oh yeah, those are out there, and there's not as many people out there committing. But you also don't have people at your level that are sitting at your level in 2 seconds because they happen to buy an account for $10, and you sat there and put money into it, and now they're right where you are. You just now flood the game with 70, 80 million accounts that didn't have to do anything or work for it. Like, to me, that doesn't make the game better to do that way, rather than having people build up from the beginning and start from scratch. I also personally don't think it's a better experience playing the game, because playing the game from start, that's why you're seeing a lot of people. You can often tell whether people know what the hell they're doing when they're playing this game, and you start scratching your head sometimes when people do certain things. Sometimes people pick up like an incredibly, I believe me, we talk about it. I have no interest. We don't need to mention names around here. But I can tell you that there's plenty of people that have picked up and bought accounts, and then afterwards, people laugh because they don't know how to fight with the account. They have a strong account, and they're like, "Oh my god!" and they have no clue how to handle it. They have no clue. It would be like somebody who got like a $400,000 sports car, and they have no clue how to really drive it. Right? They're just doing 65 on a highway. They can't handle it. They can't handle the speed. They can't handle the handling of the car. And you're like, wow, you have a 400,000 car that you drive 65 miles an hour. Kind of what happens with these accounts. Some of the accounts are so big, they have no clue what they're doing. No clue. You just point and click. And yet you think that's all they need to do, which to a degree, sure, they could. But it's quite funny sometimes watching that. My God, did this always happen and I just never did it, and now I'm doing it all the time, guys? I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm clicking out of the thing and it's like resetting me. It's quite annoying. Anyway, so that's your tea for the evening. Your alleged tea, by the way. Your alleged tea. So finish this up here. Used to have the show In Living Color, and used to say that like, but I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me. Love that show. Love that show. And if you have not had the pleasure of watching In Living Color, I highly recommend you look it up. Educations in comedy. Well, okay, so you wild situation where race I'm sure new buyer would not be pleased with that. But yeah, she knows she's a nice person. Oh, Kara, yeah, right, Beck. She's awesome. She's great. She's a great person. I mean, I'm telling you, I felt awful for her, so I got to share it. And I'll probably make a video doing it too to get her message out there, just because she wants it. It's not fair to her. And again, in that video, you'll probably hear like 70 times. I do with them too. I think buying bricks for people is technically not allowed, but it's not enforced. David, I'm sure buying bricks for people, although I don't know why. Like, why wouldn't they want somebody to buy bricks for somebody? It seems really silly. Like, as long as they're getting the money, who gives a crap, right? Like, why would that be frowned upon? I guess because I'm sure they probably say in their code of conduct you shouldn't be giving out your ID, your last four ID, so that maybe enter into it. I can see it, I guess. But yeah, like, I don't know. Again, like you said, no one's gonna reinforce that crap. Like, this is frustrating, man. It's like kicking me out. somebody just gifted me black tea. Very funny. I don't know who that was, but but thank you for the added comedy this evening. Appreciate it. All right, let me get through this. I got some news for you. I got some more stuff for you. I'm not gonna get. we have plenty of gossip, but we're not going to get into it. I mean, if only I could say half the stuff I retain under confidence is quite wild. But I do confidently get information. If somebody doesn't want me to tell something, I am quite good at closing my mouth. I've maintained secrets in this game for over 2.5 years at this point. I can tell you, I would not. I'm not into saying stuff that that people entrust and have confidence in me to not say. I don't like that. I don't think it's good. Then you just get to be honest with you just get into character flaws. Sometimes I talk about this a lot about this game, and going into this game you meet people and you have conversations with folks and you don't know who people are. You're faceless in this game. You don't know who people are. You don't know if people are catfishing you. You don't know if you're talking to a man. You're talking to a woman. You don't know anything, right, about somebody really, right? They could be telling you who they are, but they're not really somebody. But I'll tell you what you are in this game. You are your word. You are your bond. If you are your word is your bond to be trusted. You cannot violate trust in this game. If you backstab somebody, and you go back for more, you're asking for it. You're asking for it. My mother told me this, and it's great advice. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. When they show you who they are, believe them. And that's all you need. It's gotten me through life, period. That I don't cast aside a single person until you show me who you are. And when you show me who you are, that's what I will judge. I don't even judge people on third-party information. I really don't. Like, I hear things and I'm like, oh, okay, this and blah. Listen, I'll give you information sometimes if I find out and it's truthful. I will give. Oh, God. Now they're going to have me go enable this here. This update for this PC is a pain in my ass. But I will tell you, yeah, they show you who you are. So you really need to. How am I going to shake my PC? What do you want me to do? Click to collect. Just collect. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like, so to me, in this game, don't ever lie to people. Don't be a liar. No matter what, guys. In this game, you got to figure out in life, you may look at things and say it's difficult sometimes to tell the truth. It makes you uncomfortable. People don't like to be uncomfortable and being put in comfortable situations. Oftentimes people lie because they're afraid of uncomfortable situations. That's why people lie often. I would say the truth is always more interesting. And the truth always sets you free. And there's nothing more truthful than that. In this game, do not lie to folks. They don't know who you are. They're not going to come to your door. You're not anything. You will be set free by being truthful, even if you've done something that you shouldn't have done. Be honest. Be truthful with people, and that's it. Like, there's no need to lie. The lying, the backstabbing, it's all bullshit. Like, it's all dumb. This game is interesting enough. It doesn't need a bunch of people lying to other people. Oh, I swear we won't attack you. Oh, and then they attack you. Like, why? Like, why are you gonna? Eventually, this game is a long game, man. The servers go up and servers go down. It's full circle. That shit'll come back and bite you, man. It will bite you. So when you start this game, if you're listening to this and you're in server, where are you from? Server what? 12 something, 13 something. I'm gonna give you another shout out just because I want to find out where. 1287. If you're listening out there from 1287, you're old. Don't start lying. Don't start it. Don't start with your alliance mates. Don't start with other servers. Don't start with other teams. Don't get into it. And if your alliance is thinking about being deceitful and saying, yeah, you know what we'll do? We'll tell them this and we'll come around the back door. Ask them not to. Be a man. Stand up, and I don't care what it does for you in the alliance. Just be a man and say it, because it doesn't make the game better. You don't play the game better by strategically backstabbing people. Doesn't make it better, and it shows your character to me. To me, honestly, it doesn't just show your character in this game. For me personally, I think that's your character outside this game. When people have backstabbed me in this game, there's been a plenty. I disown you. I don't want nothing to do with you. You lied to me, you backstabbed me, you did whatever. Cool, awesome, good for you. You got an advantage. I think that's great for you. If that's what you wanted and how you want to play the game, you got me. You, no doubt, you got me. But you know what? You'll never get me again because you're blocked and I don't want anything to do with you. And I don't want anything to do with the people who want something to do with you. So, cool. You know, what's that movie, Donnie Brasco or whatever, where, what did he say? Like, that guy owes him like $20, and then he says to him, like, yeah, hey, look at it. Like, it's for $20, you never have to see that guy again. right? That's life for me. I love that. That's the best advice, man. If people are scumbags and they did something to you, just let it go. Like, you know, not to have anything to do with them, and that's awesome that you now are able to filter somebody in life to go, okay, now I know that, and just be thankful. Hopefully, whatever they did to you wasn't that bad, because if you had entrusted them and it got worse, it could have been so much worse. So much. So really, this game is a mirror of that in life. People only are as good as their word in this game. So if you are lied to, I please, I ask you, don't believe them in the future. There's no second chances in this game, because again, unfortunately, unlike life, you only have your word. And if you lie, no, there is no second chance. Why did you lie to me the first time? And why wouldn't you lie to me a second time? I don't know who you are. And now I really don't know who you are, because if I thought you were, you would have never lied to me. Now you lied to me. It's in the back of my head anyway. So why don't we just cut ties, so in every conversation I don't have to put something through a filter and say, are you really telling me the truth this time? I don't want to do that. I just rather trust you until you give me a reason not to. And then once you give me a reason not to, cool. I know where you are and who you are. That's better. So anyway, that would be my advice, you guys. It happens all the time, and I really feel that's who everybody is. So let's get into interesting stuff. I know you had a couple questions. I'm gonna let me hop on this train real quick, and then let me look at the questions that people have. So migration has just started. It's reset right now. I want to remind everybody out there from the WWC, if you are moving to your new server, remember to start all of your trucks before you migrate, because when you get on the other side, your trucks should be completed. That's how it's always been. So I don't think that would be any different. I think actually they provide those instructions. Let's see if they provided that. They usually say it in part of the thing. Do you guys know? Did they say it? Do I need to dive into this? I'm such a veteran. I don't read the rules anymore, because I just figured the rules are really the same. The only rule that I know that was changed, that's the big rule about migration that really changed, was back in the day when they first had migration, you had to actually move before the time was up. And if you didn't, then you stayed in your server. You had to move your base to your new server. And if you missed the cutoff, then you missed the transfer. And now they changed it so that no matter what, if you don't transfer by the time that clock ends, then they're going to move your base anyway. So I know that was a big change that they did with the rules. But it's always said, like, you're on the other side when you transfer. It usually says on transfer day you're given whatever instructions, and maybe they came in the mail. Did they do it? They might have come in the mail. I don't know if you guys know or not. Answer me, so I don't know. I'm going to assume that the rules are the same for that. But what I've done every single transfer, and this will be my fourth one, is I always start all of my trucks right before I move to my new server. And then when I migrate, when I get to the other side, they're all completed. So I just go, thank you, click, 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 click. It's the safest truck time you'll ever have in your life. But I'll look to see. And I do want to go over some of these servers now that they're completed. It'll be fun to kind of look at some of them. I want you to take a look at some of this stuff. All right, let me just catch up real quick on your questions. 2 Girls 107. Yes, 2 Girls 107 is incredibly strong. Video you posted months ago upgrading the Overlord still valid. Yeah, nothing changed with the Overlord in regards to upgrading. I would say that from an Overlord perspective, free to play low spender, there's really no need to push to upgrade and worry about anything from an Overlord. The game gives you plenty of, we're in season 5 and there hasn't been a new Overlord, and so far they've given you so many free shards, so many free things to upgrade the gorilla. I don't even buy really the skill points, and I've been able to upgrade the skill points plenty. Another thing they do a lot free is give you the skill points. I will say The hardest thing to upgrade, and this will continue, is really the bond rating. That is expensive. You have them in the Alliance store. There's a few things that I talk about that spending on has an advantage over free to play and low spender. So it's very difficult for a free to play player and a low spender to catch up on the Gorilla bond rating. It's very difficult. T11s, it's very difficult to near impossible, by the way, to catch. You can't really catch up on these things. Drone chips, you can't catch up. And gear for your entire team, like all your teams. So free to play and low spender at this time, you eventually can chip away enough to get stuff for your first team. So it take a couple years and you can fill out your first team. But most people, while you're doing that, spenders are already on their third team. So, you know, those are really like your main spending versus non-spending advantages. And even with the Gorilla, it's really bond rating. Everything else you can chip away at and be just fine. You're okay. And anything else I didn't really mention, you can get and be just fine. You'll eventually can catch up to people. That includes Valor and Tech and building upgrades, survivors, skills. Exclusives, if we're judging exclusives, by the way. So like for myself, you know, a high spender, I'm level 30 on the majority of my exclusives right now. That's another area that if you're considering it as success of having everybody be level 30, you won't be able to get there without spending. But in the long run, you will. I mean, there's enough shards right now, and we have 15 exclusive weapons. Even if they came out with different ones or different weapons or SSR, you don't have to upgrade them. You'd be able to upgrade the 15 weapons that exist, and you'll get enough shards to eventually do it. The game is, by this right now, gives out an insane amount of free shards, exclusive shards. That slowly increased from season 3 to season 4 to season 5 now. They've increased the amount of free shards. And really what it does is it helps free to play and low spenders because it's increased the amount of free shards. It also helps spenders because we're also receiving those same free ones and we're getting some from purchasing them. So it allows us to upgrade even faster. So that's the balance the game has to struggle with a little bit, because as they try to help free spenders and low spenders with giving you free things, the free things are also received from the spenders. So they also can move faster through stuff. So it's going to be, you know, it'll be a while. But, yeah, let me get through what you got. So, seeing people in Desert Storm with no ID. What do you say, low spender? Well, okay, great question, TJ. Yeah, in a couple of years. Like, I mean, I don't know, you're playing the game, bro, for a long time. So a couple of years isn't I've been playing now for a couple of years. So I'm, you know, the people that I'm moving with to my new server have been playing with me since the beginning. That they've been playing for a couple of years. I am at right now I am in day 761 right now. So yeah, we've been playing for a couple of years. And if you're free to play and you play for a couple of years, yeah, you're able to push through a lot. Don't forget, the game is all about fast forwarding through your stuff. So you're paying money to fast forward stuff. It's not that you can't get there. So if you play for a long period of time, then yeah, you're able to get stuff. But yeah, gear, to fill out your gear, you know, people who play for this long can start to really fill out their first team. They get a bunch of mythics and they're doing really well. I don't know. I'm proud of those free-to-play players. I love seeing it. Okay, so I'm sorry. You were saying low spender. I consider like anybody who is a low spender, I would say spends less than $50. Anything under $50 is a low spender a month. If you're over $50, if your budget is over $50 a month, yeah, you're probably mid spender. 50 to somewhere in that range of like 50 to, I don't know, goes all the way. You can go all the way up to like 200. Like it's a big range. Like mid spender can be a big range. big range because you have to be realistic. I mean, you can get into sit here and tinker, and I could say mid spender. You could have mid. What are we gonna have, like low mid spender and mid spender and high mid spender? I don't know. I mean, like anybody who has the entertainment budget to play the game, and you're anywhere from 50 to 200, you're pretty much you're in the same value range as far as when we talk about stuff that you're buying, because there's really, when you start talking about purchasing things, it's more what's worth it and what's not. You're balancing your own stuff on what you can and cannot buy with your own budget. At least you should be. So if you're a free to play, you're out of the conversation. You just want to know what's free. You're not spending any money at all. If you're low spender and you're under $50 in a month, and that means if you're only $5, well, what's it worth to spend on $5? I can easily tell you. To me, if it was only spending $5 a month and that's all you had, then put them in bullets. Buy Bullseye. I would be focusing on my gear. I would be getting bullets and focusing on my gear. That's the biggest number one thing in the game, and it fast forwards you, makes you get more bullets faster. The more bullets you can get, the quicker you can get to the mythic. And that's really what you want to do. You want to fast forward to as many mythics as humanly possible. And if you can only spend a few dollars and that's what you're going to put it towards, I would 100% fast forward the button on the mythics. Because you need 20 of them. And they don't come fast, they don't come easy, and free to play takes forever to get them. So if you can fast forward those bullets in the Bullseye, then that is your number one thing in your battle reports. It's the hardest thing to come by, even with honor store points, because you only get 50 prints, even only 2 mythics. It's still going to take you so long when you do the math how to figure it out. So yeah, if you only can spend a couple dollars here or there, and that's what you're going to do, sure. After you unlock Kim or get your extra builder. Remember that back in the day? Yeah. $1.99 here and there. Okay. It's a risk, but if you follow, okay, good. There you go, Sammy. Sammy's got a workaround for lending out accounts. If you want to borrow Sammy's account, just hit him up. He'll let you play. Hey, by the way, speaking of Sammy, real quick, Sammy, look at this. You like this? 91. Look who's president of 91. Oh, wait. Did he change? Did they change? Oh, they changed. Your victim, Sammy's victim, was president of 91 for a minute today. I saw him and I'm like, oh, I gotta tell Sammy that. I saw him. There was president. Hey, oh, welcome in. Welcome in. David, welcome in. Segi, welcome in. Can you explain the most crucial phases of the game? Preseason, season 1, season 2, season 3, season... Holy shit, man. I mean, right now? No. I mean, that's like, you just asked me a 2-hour question, brother. The crucial phases. Where does real strength come from? Server relations or... Oh, you mean in the seasons? Real strength comes from numbers in this game. The more numbers you have, the better. Any participation can overcome VIP 18. So that's the game. That's what we've learned. It's just factual. Participation rules in this game. So you need that to win. Obviously, the more upper end strength, if you can have participation plus the strength, yeah, it's dominant. Preseason now, I don't know what preseason exists of now. I would say for me, like back in the day, they didn't give us a lot of ways to fight. So fighters that are out there right now, there would be a lot more people playing the game right now if it existed the way it exists right now back when we first started playing. Because a lot of farmers got burnt out of this game and a lot of people got burnt because people wanted to fight and they had nowhere to fight. We only had kill event. And we had no clue what the hell we were doing, and we just wanted to burn anything in sight because we downloaded a war game and we wanted to fight. And they didn't give us ways to fight. Now they give you Winter Storm and Desert Storm and Canyon Storm and kill event and server wars and meteorite and seasons, all that. Like, think about it. Like, there's so many different places that they allow us to put all our energy into. We didn't have any of that. All we had is a bunch of aggression, and we had nowhere to put it, and we were tired of talking to people in an alliance chat. And then we would just burn for fun. We'd be like, all right, that's it. I'm going to go out and burn. I got to burn somebody. Because you just wanted to fight. You had all these troops in this drill ground, and you were just staring at it. And the only time you could use it is kill event. And here you had all these people in this server that you could actually fight. And it was like, well, the hell with this, we're just fighting everybody. So you kind of got together, and unfortunately, you bonded over burning a lot of people in this game. And but now the game's in a different spot. It's a crucial different place. The game works differently. I'm not sure how many of these fighting elements exist now in preseason that they created after I've been playing. I can't go back. So many people have asked me in the chat months ago, go back and play the game, do all this. I don't have time. The thing is, if you care about the server that you're in, and you care about the alliance that you're in, and you care about the growth of your team and the things that you do, and you actually participate, you can't be in multiple servers. It's very difficult to maintain that. And those that have tried out there know what I'm talking about. Like unless you're don't do anything for a living. If you don't work, then sure, okay, then you play the game all day. Then okay, yeah, 1 to 3 o'clock I'll play in this server, and 4 to 6 blah 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 I'll play in this server. Most of us work for a living, and we don't have time to. We have this as our entertainment. Our entertainment can't be consumed by on one server collecting all our stuff, doing all this, and then chatting with this group, and then going to another one and chatting with this group, blah blah blah. You can't do that. If you truly care about the people that you play with and you have relationships in this game that you build in your alliance, in your server, and you bond with them, and you tell jokes, and you play with these people, and you actually kind of gel as a unit, and you move around, you can't do multiple servers. You can only do one. You do one team, and you build. And that's what you do. So unfortunately for myself, like, I have a job, I have stuff going on, other stuff, hobbies and stuff. I only have enough time for one team. And sometimes we don't have time for that. Sometimes we forget arms races, and we forget 3v3, and we forget stuff because it's normal in life. Maybe you can't tend to war because you got life stuff going on. But to play multiple servers, I would say there's a minimum amount of people that have the opportunity to play this game properly by knowing the people you play with and building relationships with them. There's a very small minimum amount of people that actually can have enough time in their day to do that properly. So I would say that I wouldn't be able to give you the advice that you might need on preseason and season 1, stuff like that. But if hopefully they developed war in those seasons, because there would be a lot more people playing. Other than that, I'll tell you what. What was it? Fahad, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and message me and Discord, and I'll help you with any other questions. By the way, join our Discord because it has a breakdown. Sorry, my dog is losing his mind over here. I would say, like, go in our Discord because it has a breakdown where you can ask season 1 questions, season 2 questions, season 3, season 4. It's all in. And I mean, the community is unbelievable. There was somebody who asked me a question and I didn't get to it. And they're like, oh, never mind. Your people got me. It ain't my people. They're your people. Like, if you're joining that Discord, they're not my folks. They're your folks. Like, it's a community. It's a family. You ask a question, everybody's got your back. They'll answer you. Like, that's the beautiful part of it. So, Fahad, I would say go seek out some answers there. Our partners, our Captain Hedgehog has an awesome website. If you type Captain Hedgehog into Google, we partner with him because he's really got a bunch of information, calculators, descriptions of the seasons, how to play. He's absolutely been phenomenal. He is an OG, been around forever. Everybody knows him. Everybody else has copied him and come out with a bunch of different sites and done a bunch of different things. But we all know, everybody who's been out there and knows, Captain Hedgehog's been around forever. And people like use a lot of his stuff to calculate stuff and use stuff and build. And he's absolutely incredible, and an honor that he's a part of our WWC community. So free to play in the house. How am I ahead of you on bond rating? I don't know, because you're badass. You're badass, Phil. What can I tell you? That's how you're ahead. What's the criteria for the seats? I was barely a purple seat and wanted to drop it to blue. So criteria for the seats, again, that's another thing in Discord. We have a bunch of people that we're spotlighting, seat colors, power, and stuff like that. So I can tell you from us in season 5, seats, you're looking at around, let's see. So it's around here, 207, 208. So I can tell you, Chunky right here at 211 popped for purple seat. And then that goes all the way down, and all this is blue seats, probably around 206, 207. But, there was some 210 that popped as blue seats. That's your range. Somewhere around 205 to 210 is the purple blue seat line. I don't feel like when you fall behind on Valor, you are behind forever. It's just not worth the buy. Correct. You're never behind, Sammy. Like if you're gonna play this game for a long period of time, don't worry about it. There's no rush. Just get your 10 to 12 K a week and slowly chip away, man. Who's rushing you? There's no rush. Just slowly chip away at tech. That's all. Don't worry about it. Don't make somebody else because when you look at VIP 18s, they complete tactical. They're already 100%. That's going to take me probably a year and a half to even get close to tactical and stuff. I don't care. It's not going to push me to give a shit to hurry up. Don't let other people make you feel like you're behind, Sammy. Don't make other people feel like you need to rush somewhere. It's where you want to be. This is your entertainment. Don't look at other people where they are and judge your progress based on them. Have realistic expectations for yourself and where you're going to get. No one feels this way but you. Nobody's looking at Sammy and goes, man, that guy's tech sucks. Nobody's saying that but you. So don't worry about it, man. Just do your 10 to 12 and chip away at Valor. You will be just fine, man. You'll be just fine. LOL. By the way, that's how the game wins. The game makes everybody feel like they're behind. The game makes you feel like you need to get something. Then they get your money. There's no need. There's no need. Go at your own pace. Be healthy. Hello, brother. If I purchase a diamond pack from Diamond Store, will it give VIP points? Yes. You can buy diamonds. And I know a VIP 18 that was buying the max diamonds every single day. They may all do it. I know some, like only one that I had a conversation with that was actually talking to me and said that they bought it every single day. That's how, they maxed it to get it. But you're allowed to get the VIP points, and you can buy 30,000 points daily using diamonds. So you can buy diamonds and you can use them for your VIP points. Diamonds, buying them from the Diamond Store, like they have the diamonds over here that you can enjoy double diamonds and then you get points for them. I would say, yeah, there's no way. I've never purchased diamonds ever. Not once in this game have I ever actually bought diamonds. You get diamonds for free. So why would I purchase them? Or even if I do purchase, they come with something. So mobilization, if I'm in a mobilization and you purchase something, then you get to 10K diamonds, right? So they come with the package. I would never buy that. And I would also, for myself at least, I've never used points for VIP. I've never put VIP points towards this. I never bought these with diamonds. Never. I don't do that either. So I don't know. I don't know. To be dead honest with you, VIP 16, 17, it never made a difference to me. The only thing that I've said over and over again, the only thing that I really like about the VIP 17 is the effects. I like the Doomsday base, the Doomsday Party. I like the Baja skill effect right here. That's fun. The charge one is probably the coolest one I've seen. These two are the coolest one I've seen. Those are really cool, and the only thing that I liked about VIP 17. And I think people tout about VIP 18, you hear them say they get their own base all the time, right? Nobody really tells you the privileges. They don't go, oh, good, now I get this because I'm 17, or now I get that because I'm 18. I don't know. It never drove me and never cared. I just play the game. I just played the game and upgraded, and it comes and it comes. I've never worried about pushing it. I've never looked at the status or cared about the status. I often see people I've fought for so long now that are VIP 17s that I'm beating all the time. I don't know, they rush to get this stuff, the status, the VIP 17, the VIP 18. I don't know. More power to you. But I've been playing Q since day one. Yeah. You sure have, Beck. My man. Okay, free to play is having a war with Mythics apparently. I think he punched a wall. TJ, brother, what I struggle with when I watch your videos is we're all trying to learn from you. Okay. So I'm trying to quantify what an average spender needs to spend to be competitive like you in the game. Well, I don't know. You're probably spending a lot. What is I can't quantify for you what it is to how much it takes to get to 16 or 17 or 18. It's not something I enter into. Everybody is their own is at their own budget. So however you spend your entertainment budget, you want to still qualify to get these things to upgrade is what you should do. I mean, it's degrees of like people who play the game are going to be in hundreds or they're going to be in thousands. I just told you that person that played that account that took over for CDF allegedly took over for CDF allegedly spent $30,000 to $35,000, and that was over like a 4-month period of time, and that was just to maintain the account. And everybody noticed how much that account was dropping. By the way, we said, "Oh, something's going on here because she must not be playing the account." Whatever. Now, been playing it for a long time, and whatever, she stepped it up over a period of time, but like that's 35,000 just on that she topped off a VIP 18, and everybody noticed that it was dropping. So just picture how much they're spending. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be targeting. Like what I always say, what you want to do, man, TJ, is if I told you, hey, it costs $400,000 to get the account. If I told you that, why would that make any difference? Would it make you stop playing the game? Would it make you stop playing the game because you knew it would cost so much money to be at this level? And you're like, well, hell with that, I'm not getting started on the game. If that's what it would do, then I would stop playing the game. Because to be at a high level, it's going to cost you a lot of money to be at a high level. And if you're uncomfortable with that, and it's not in your entertainment budget, and you don't want to just play the game to play the game, and you're only happy to play the game is if you're dominating the game, then don't spend your entertainment budget that way. There's a million other ways you can spend your money, man. A ton of other ways. If you like playing the game and you enjoy it and you don't mind, my advice to you would be stop worrying how much it costs everybody to get to a certain place and build yourself a monthly budget and follow that budget, period. That's your entertainment budget. Don't get addicted. Don't go past it. Just stay in your budget. And whatever that means to do it. And then everybody else will try to help you stay within that budget to tell you what is worth the cost of money and for upgrades and what power is worth and where you're going to get it from and where you should put your budgeted money. And whatever fits in that budget is where you want to spend. And that's how everybody should really be playing the game. From people who have spent the game from day one to now can tell you that you should be within that budget. And that would be the advice that I have. But if it's a real big deal to you that you only want to play if you're the top person in the game or you're whatever, in this game you will find that no matter how much you spend, unless you're planning on going millions, yes, I said $1 million on the game, there will always be somebody that's going to burn you. You will be burned, and it'll piss you off because you probably spent an absorbent amount of money, and you got burned. So just deal with that, because that's what's going to happen. There's always somebody out there stronger. There's always somebody out there. I put money in there. You got free to play over here in chat pointing out that you got higher bond rating than me. There's always going to be somebody out there with higher. It doesn't matter. Like, you just deal with it. Like, nothing should push you past whatever you do. You don't look at somebody else when you're playing the game. Only pay attention to yourself and go forward. And then everybody else, the people that are out here trying to help you and show you advice and that have been through the wars and whatever, help you save on the mistakes that they may have made and stuff, pay attention. That's all. Then you do that. Participation, not anymore. I think nowadays almost every top 3 alliance at every server is a big participation now. You need strong core players to participate all together. Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. We had 3 VIP 18s on this server, and participation was a problem. So we had plenty of top end power. You want to see? I don't know if the top end power is even here. Did they already leave? They may have already left. We may start losing people. No, they're here. Here's your top end power, my man. There it is. If all you need is top end power, then there it is. Top end power don't mean shit if you don't have participation. It is what it is. It is what it is. And sure, you're not, and you're not going to have a great participation and not have anybody that's powerful. You need semi-power. But I will tell you that, like this season, because everybody teamed up against us, it didn't matter how much power we had, because the numbers prevent you from winning. It's the numbers game. Because, yeah, everybody has strong, too. When you're going to say out there and say everybody has 3 lines in every server and they're all participation. No. That's not true. First of all, not everybody participates. Participation by itself is a different meaning on different servers. Participation, logging on, being there for every fight, and actually participate. We see the differences in the participation at our servers, at our levels. We see it in the server by alliance. You can see how many people show up and actually participate, and take a poll and say, hey, how many people you have showing up? And you start hearing, oh, 70% from this alliance. Oh, only 40%, 30%, 20%. And you're like, oh, well, we got a strong alliance. It doesn't mean they all participate. So you do need both, but it's just at this level, I would argue that it's easier to get top end. I'll show you why it's easier to get top end power. Look at in this thing right here in the migration that we had. Look at all the gold seats that are moving. Gold's moving. There was a server. Look, 2 golds they were able to get in here. You got another gold moving. Gold moving. Gold moving. I only went through 20 servers right there, and you see how many golds are moving. Getting power to come to servers isn't the issue, and it's not really the argument of why people want server merges, and they say all this nonsense about just merge this server and get, extend and make it bigger. It's not about getting more power in there. It's because they can't get enough people. They want more purples. They want more blues. They want to be able to take an entire alliance of people. It's the participation. It's the number of people that they want to move. It's not just a top-end power. People have top-end powers. They have it all over the place. You can win with a 300, a gold seat of like 300 million, 320 million. You can win with that type of power if you have a bunch of strong participation behind it. You don't need to have 600 million to win. Went over this. This fantasy about how you have to have a VIP 18 makes things a little bit easier. But with VIP 18, and anybody will tell you this. Ask anybody. Ask Hulk. Ask anybody. If VIP 18 by themselves can do shit. They're nothing without the strong people behind them. You need the blues and the purples. It's such a false thing to see people out here and think, oh, everybody sees the YouTube videos of these strong people that paint this picture of oh, look at that one guy. Look how many people are attacking that one base. Oh my God, look at that one base. Blah, 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 blah. It's not the same thing in a server war. That one base, it's not about getting through that one base's wall of 2 to 3 teams. In a server war, when he puts 120, 130 million marks in there, and all of a sudden 70 million things start hitting them over and over again, guess what? They pop out. They'll go out. And then you have somebody else rallying in 70 million, and then they start going, and then they start going. It's participation. And actually, this game, the exciting part of this game is actually it's moving towards knowing how to play the game. Because everybody's second squad is getting so strong. You can't just burn everybody anymore. You can't just go up and have a 70 million squad. I have an 81 million squad. I fought Canyon Storm today, and I hit people over, tons of people. I can't get through their wall. They're 70 million, and then their second's like 70 million. They're like 72 million and 67 million or whatever, and I couldn't get through their wall, even though I have an 81 million. And oftentimes they're so strong and they have a 70-something million, it's difficult for me to just pull out the 81 million. And even though my air is up to 72 million now, oftentimes they have a missile that's 70 million that can beat this. So now I'm taking my one team out to attack. I have to strategically do it. Otherwise, you're the one who's getting hit in your wall. So the game is getting to be around rallies and control and strategy and finding out a fight. And I was talking to some people today, and I don't need to name drop folks, but we're talking about how to fix this game and really talking about 1v1. How do you fix these seasons and go into this? Because we had the way the season is, and everybody wants these naps and these agreements that has driving everybody nuts because nobody wants to fight. And really, we talked about factions. You can get think about if you got rid of the factions, but you also made it still a challenge the same way they used to do it, where you had all the fights and you can challenge a team. So you still get to challenge a team one-on-one, and you have an alliance building that they have to get out of and you have to protect just like you used to, except it's 1v1. No double, no triple. It's just 1v1. and you really start having 1v1 fights when you start finding alliances and these things. Stop with this whole ganging up and 4v1, and then they start dominating. They start, all these dictators start saying, you get these rewards and you're gonna get those rewards, and you're the hell with that. The hell with that. You get what you deserve. You get what you fight for in this game. And that's what we need to move towards. And we're moving there. We're getting there because more and more people are asking about it. The other thing that developers need to stop doing is stop getting only 3% of people in a room that are VIP 18s and act like that's the whole game. They need to start taking a poll of all the presidents of all these servers across and get them into a room. I don't care what they are. I don't care if they're low spenders, free to play, whatever. They're all giving you the game experience. They all can give you feedback on the game. Because we're already seeing a lot of the 3% people. What are they like? They like the naps. They're stronger than everybody else, and they're stronger than everybody else, and they still want to make agreements. So how do we get to the point where we're not making agreements? That's what it comes down to. Stop with the nonsense. Let's start fighting. It's a war game. Let's start fighting and strategically talk about how we win a battle. Not on a phone, on a game. I win it on a Discord conversation and say, hey, you and you and you are all going to team. Okay, we'll all team up and beat this guy. No. That's not what we enjoy when we watch fighting. When we think of like things like, like when we watch some of the fighting that we watch. We want to watch 1v1, right? That's what we want to do. You build an alliance, you build a relationship, you got this strength, and all of a sudden people come with their friends and they bust your balls. You're like, this is ridiculous. You know it is. And if you're on the other side of it, is that really fun for you? I can tell you I wouldn't be. I've been on the other side of it in case, and like, okay. If you know you're going to win, you know the outcome. If you have 3 teams and you're picking one team, you know the outcome. Let's not pretend. That's fun for you? Really? Like, yeah, sure, the rewards, okay. So, all right, so take out the reward. Let's say the rewards didn't exist. Is it really a fun fight for you to know, like, oh yeah, you're beating down one team? There's no struggle. There's no strategy. You can act like there's strategy afterwards. You know what the strategy was? Getting on the phone. That's your strategy. Not even that other server likes you, by the way. They just happen to agree that they want rewards too. So they're like, yeah, okay, I'll go with you. I don't like you, but, So I don't know. I just think that, we got to get to the point of 1v1, and it seems like there's a combination that can be had of the previous seasons and still have what we had in season 5. We can fight a lot and have to challenge each other instead of just have the free-for-all. Because clearly we saw a great idea, by the way. I don't doubt the developers. Unlike, other people around here, this account will be spent, for the most part, praising developers and praising the game that we love. And season 5 was fun, guys. Like, yeah, we ruined it. We as players ruined it. This wasn't the developers' fault. The players did this. They decided this system. I know a loophole, and I know how to manipulate what they came up with. And we did that as players. They didn't do that. They gave us what we asked for. We asked to fight. Okay, here you go. We asked for more like season 1, where we fight all the time. Okay, here you go. We distorted that and found loopholes around it. So again, I think developers have done an amazing job and a lot of good things that are happening. Even with these, I love what we're doing with, again, poor Eric's around here. I hate saying this. Eric, cover your ears. Eric's not allowed to listen to this. I think they've done a great job with the migration, especially this season. They've been allowing people. I know when I first did it, I wasn't very strong, and they made me a gold, and I couldn't move anywhere. And now they've expanded that, and they've made it so the gold, for crying out loud, on purple, I'm 270 million total hero power, and I'm purple. I mean, and by the way, I'm purple by a mile. Like, the 8.5 is gold. I'm 7.7 at 270 million hero power. That means that 285 is gold. 290. You're looking at almost 300 million as gold. That's strong. That means that they're allowing purples to really flow around. We're seeing golds move around. We're seeing them expand more and more of the servers to allow some of these dead servers to get even more people in. Set up to 400 commanders. I don't know how true that is if you do the math and figure out how many, but they're expanding it. They're making it better. And so maybe next season it'll be even better. But I will tell you this about the expansion and all the people that keep talking about developers should do this, developers should do that, just merge them all and blah, blah, blah. Listen, it's very easy to tinker and go slow. You know what's hard to do? Is make a mistake that's unrecoverable. That's hard. Merging everybody and then say, oh shit, we messed up. Then what are you going to do? You just ruined the entire game. You ruined the experience. So tinker. You go slow with these things. Baby steps. And I've experienced season 2, 3, 4, and now 5. And you have 2. And you know the merges have gotten better every single season. And it might not be going at breakneck speed that you want it to. But they're slowly making tinkering to the migration to allow these servers to go. And people are moving. People are moving all over here. We're seeing strong servers get weaker. We're seeing the people move around and be happy about it. More and more people can go. And I just had a VIP 18 on our servers. We got 3 that are leaving. 3 that found spots. So it's a lot better than having just these giant, not being responsible and building these enormous, let's have just one big server that nobody can compete with. Because the other thing is, it's about matchmaking. Come on, guys, you got to have matchmaking, right? Lower servers need to be teamed up with lower servers. Mid servers against mid servers. High servers against high servers. I don't care your VIP 18. It shouldn't guarantee your rewards. Fight for your rewards. The game's giving you everything it's promised you. It's giving you the power. Every kill event, you get to sit there and kill anybody you want. That's what you wanted. What more do you want? You want every last little bit of blood from the game that they have to offer? Like, come on. Don't owe you anything. VIP 18 fights VIP 18. That's the way it should be. Strong against strong. Let's see who's strongest. March Madness. Let's have a bracket. Strongest against the strongest. And let's do a bracket. And let's see who really is strong. Let's do it that way. And then you know what? You have the mid teams against the mid teams and have a bracket. Have the weak teams against the weak teams, have a bracket. That would be fair. That's what we need. We need better matchmaking because the people out there that are complaining and seeing things oftentimes are because they're against a stronger alliance that they have no chance of beating, and they space out or they quit because they're like, what's the point? What am I going to do in this season? We can't compete with that team over there. We can't do anything. We're the 6th team in this server. We don't have a chance. Our power is this and their power is that. And then they just give up. They just give up. I saw it happen. I saw it happen in this season. Multiple servers I saw just give up. Like just disappear that I didn't even see them. So, you know, that's what we need to worry about. I think that the game is doing a great job. It really is, guys. It's really doing it. Look what they did to Winter Storm. We got better rewards. We got honor points. There's a lot of positives that are coming from this experience and a lot of things that are moving in the right direction in the game that we all love. The whole reason why we're here and what we log on every day for. It's all right here for us. And it's not all negative and it's not all bullshit. And we're not all quitting and we're not blah, blah, blah. They're doing a lot of job and they're doing it slow and they're tinkering. Now, again, I have to caveat because he is here and hopefully he can take his ears off his hands off his ears. The OGs that are in the original servers are in a different situation and problem that needs to be treated uniquely. And I hope that they move forward and they don't treat them like guinea pigs anymore. And we have a giant, like, you know, we can sign some kind of agreement where we all think that they should be free. Let them free. We're free in Switchblade around here. Let's free Eric. Can I get a hashtag free Eric? Because that's what we need to do. We need to free Eric. He needs to come in. Eric wants to come play the game with everybody else. So let him have this participation, man. He's been chained up enough in the basement. He's been chained up enough. Allow him to be free. So servers 3 through 68, I do have to caveat, are in a completely different situation and are not in my conversation. They're completely different. Post 69 should be treated differently than 3 through 68. And unfortunately, they don't right now, and it is what it is. And we're hoping to free Eric at some point. Thank you, Woo. Thank you. We're trying, Eric. We're trying, man. We're fighting the good fight. So all of you, again, today will be the transfer day for most of you that are training out. Oh, I don't know who that is, but look at that. I got a bear sting. I pay attention to that. Look at that. You want to get my attention, do that. That's fantastic. I know who that is. It's probably Bridge Babes, who's on this server. Big fan. Don't forget to send your trucks. Today is the day, though, to move over. Meteorite for most of you moving to your new servers in my range. When you go into your new server. Unfortunately, just a reminder, the standings for 3v3 don't matter. It is awful. It is awful because it's the end of 3v3 and you pour it over and you start at like the bottom and you have no time to build your way back up. It's such bullshit. It's such, and listen, I say bullshit, like, I laugh about it because it is what it is. It's one event or whatever. But every time this happens and you try to build up and you only get 3 days, I only have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to try to move from where I am all the way to the top. I will say 3v3, I move up faster because the game forces people to fight. So I do gain more points as I'm at the bottom and I move up. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how far I can get. The Storm Arena is the worst. I can never get high enough in the Storm Arena. It doesn't give me enough time. I can't move fast enough. But we'll see how fast I move up here in 3v3. I don't think I'll be able to make it in the top 20. I think you start at like 500 or 400. It's something awful. They start you at the bottom. At least that's how the previous experiences I've had. So you probably won't be getting rewards in 3v3 that you deserve, but it's a small price to pay to enjoy the game on whatever server you want to go to. I will be on server 118. One of the things I promised you was a little surprise coming, and so I will give you a little snippet. As you know, I am moving to 118 here with 15 other folks that we have. We're moving in. Incredibly strong in every server I've been in. I started in server 72, and I was like, top 2 in power for my most time I've been there. I moved to server 87, and I was number 1 in power. I moved to 88, and I was number 3 in power on 88. I moved to 71, and I've been 4th in power on 71. So this is the first time, which I'm incredibly excited about, that I am like borderline in even the top 10. These guys are so strong. I'm so looking forward to playing with these brothers. This will be my fam. Looking forward to UXW. Coming to you soon. Can't wait for you guys. I've been looking forward to this all week to meet everybody. And this is when you only play one server and you don't have enough stuff to do. I just hang out with these guys and I'll be in Alliance chat all weekend getting to know everybody. I can also tell you my style when I go into a new server. I will move around. So you're going to see me in different alliances. It'll probably be like maybe a week or 2 I'll spend with my team to get to know everybody. And then I do like to move around the server and meet other people that are in other alliances. So I'll move to this server, NAS, and then I'll move to probably Row. And I'll try to go to as many as I can in the off season. I try to go and hang out with everybody. There's so many fun people to play the game with. I really look forward to when you hit a new server, because there's so many different people to get to know, to fight with, to talk with, and whatever. And I just feel like, you don't just stay in. I don't just stay in my top team that I know. I don't know any of these guys. Like, I want to get to know a lot of them. So you'll see me in different teams. Just know that. That's why, because I do like to jump around a little bit. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of shift that we're going to have here at the WWC. That we're going to give you quite the treat. So I spoke to that hidden man out there, Ramp, that you all talked to. If you would, by the way, give the man a shout out every once in a while, can you? Like, I get so much damn messages and attention in between Discord and the game. It's like hundreds. People talk to me. Like, that guy does so much work to bring us to the WWC, between the videos that you guys see out there, help videos, the production stuff that we put together, everything. By all means, please give the man a shout out. He deserves your love. He's an awesome dude, by the way. Please say hello to Ramp and thank him for the WWC as well, because he is as much a part of it as I am. We are gonna knock it out the park for you. Really, we got something in store. We're gonna try to hit you dead in the face with some stuff and really bring it out to you live. We're gonna start testing some things. I'm not gonna tell you exactly, but we're gonna start testing some stuff, and then I'm gonna turn it over to the community, and you guys are all gonna be part of it. And we're gonna blow it out the water. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm telling you right now. It's all I'm gonna tease for you. It's gonna be so much fun. normally I spill the tea for all you guys. So this one you're gonna have to wait. I don't want to spoil it just yet. But it's coming. It's coming to a server near you. We're probably gonna start it this weekend to just test stuff out and do it. And I can't wait for it to happen. So I'm a big fan. Oh, Beck, thank you so much, man. What are you doing? Drone dig? What, you got a drone dig? You're getting my attention for a drone dig, my man? Look at this guy. Where is it? Test flight drone dig. Oh, look at this. I gotta go videos. I can't even get into it, man. Oh, let me play around. So one of the things I like to do before I leave, how many people are in here? All right, ready? This is my classic move. See if I can get my team. Come on back. You know you want to do it. Where's my folks? One last time. Give me some drone love. There my mans are. There we go. There we go. Drives people nuts. It extends the time on the timer. But it's just like you're staring at a clock. You might as well have some fun. Good man, Florida man. Good stuff. There he is. There's Beck coming out to play. Oh, it's the simple things. It's the simple things. I started doing this. I can't stop now. I just play around. Erase people. You race people back. So much better on the phone, by the way. Up back. You're gonna miss it. Get in there, Beck. Oh, there's only 7 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love and appreciate the drone dig too, man. Yeah, so got a bunch coming for you. Your new opening. What move? Oh, we're moving. The server we're moving to, Anonymous, is 118. We're moving to 118. Your new opening. What movie is that from? It is from the season 5 Palace opening. Do you mean the words that are said? Charlie? By the way, Ching Charlie, missed you. Welcome in. Good to see Hats Universal. I didn't play the opening this morning. I made everybody wait enough, so I didn't play the opening. That's just original, Chicken Charlie. That's WWC wording. Nothing to do. We didn't get it from anywhere. Only WWC. No copyright infringement at all. You can look that up. It won't be anywhere. Thanks, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We try to actually give a little care and effort around here every once in a while. How'd 71 Circles? You know, Circles, you would think that they would be awful, but they actually got people to come in. I think we were joking that maybe people were confused. They don't realize everybody's leaving. No, they actually, yeah, we got people in here. There's full white chairs, 11 blues, and 2 purples. So, man, this migration has been awesome. CDF allegedly, Charlie, if you missed the T, you can go back and rewind. There's quite the story that goes along with it. Allegedly, CDF's going to 105. Allegedly. I don't know. We'll find out. All 3 of our VIP, I'll tell you, at this point, I really believe that the entire top 20 total hero power is going to be gone. I know all other people are gone. I think everybody, for the most part, is pretty much gone from this server. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing because for a couple of reasons of the 71. One, because I promised everybody we were coming here, and this was going to be the spot we stayed. That was the intention. So to have to leave, I think everybody sees why. Like the entire server, it's a dead server. That's why the team voted to leave. It's a dead server. What are you going to do? But this was the intention. It's sad. It's sad. I will say that for a couple seasons, I was trying to get, to play the game with Hulk, and finally got here. And really, it was the intent on violence and playing the game from an attack standpoint instead of a negotiation standpoint. And I will tell you, I got every single last thing that I could want in the last 5 months from violence and aggression from this team. That really FSX at the end of the day, in the last day of that season, came together to be an absolutely amazing team. What an experience. What a great group of people to have played this game with and had this experience with. I wish that on everybody that plays this game, that they get to have the same experience that we had with FSX, and the same experience that we had from the beginning of season 5, like having complete adversity and hitting a wall and not giving up and believing in one another and continuing forward to win at the end against odds and still be able to overcome it as a team. Yeah, I hope all of you get that experience in this game, because it's really just an awesome feeling of playing a silly little app in a silly little phone, to just sit there and play with a group of amazing people that are around the world, that you come together and bond and have that common goal and build teamwork. And, maybe it's because I do it, like, I enjoy that for a living, but I just love seeing the team and fam and come together and work together. It's awesome. It's awesome to see. So 71 did good in recruiting, by the way. I don't know how, but on Monday, my server done with season 5, and my thoughts about season 5 is all about participating and power boosting, and also money matters. Money will always matter, my man. But it's at the same point, you can, there's a fine line between, you don't need everybody on your team to spend. The last battle we won, if you watch, were just as important to have all those engineers scrubbing the mud that don't get the credit that they deserve. Because if you're not coming together and having those engineers play their role, you don't get to do what you do. You don't get to do what you do, and you have the enemy invading the mud all together, overcoming you, overpowering you by numbers, and the power just comes in. And so the engineers in every server war, you've seen it early on in 71 when I was fighting those server wars, the engineers that were cleaning spots in front of me and allowing me to move up and get closer to be able to strike as I got closer makes an enormous difference from my early server war when I couldn't move and I was just kind of stuck and I was trying to battle people all around, and you're wasting time because as soon as you kill somebody, the other team scrubs it out and you can't move. So engineers in this game, incredibly important. And Anonymous, it really depends on what server you're on and how you played the season. Everybody is having a different experience for it, good and bad. And who's to say one person's good and a good time and entertainment isn't fine anyway. So is that 2 golds going to a full open? Yeah. So that's really exciting. You can't fill these full opens. Nobody's gonna go there. Sure did, my man. Look at this. Right here, 73 has got 2 golds, and they had 66.8 million left. I think you start with 200 million or something. Yeah, right here. Look at this, 275 million. This is like a dead server right here, right? No one's going here. But then look at this, 275 million. They got down to 66 and 2 golds. They don't let to see how many, unfortunately, but they used a lot of it. They got a lot of people moving in there. Great for them. Man, there's so much movement in these servers. It's hard to go through them all. Different strategies, different strokes for different folks. I will say one more thing about this migration before we move on. Remember, all your bases, your farm bases, your extra stuff, your dead bases, all those things that you're sitting there using the activity to have those farm bases for versus, they all count against your server. They're all counting against the server from getting stronger people in there, from trying to get your way to a gold. So delete those farm bases. You're going to help your server by getting rid of it. There's just too many of them, and they figured out how to count it. Really smart play by developers to make those count against people, because those farm bases are what ruin versus, having those dumb things. So hopefully we see more and more people deleting those bases as they know it's counting against their server, and we start getting back to actual verses the way it's supposed to be played. So just want to say that out there that, you know, there's a lot of people that aren't necessarily adding the white chairs or trying to build this out, and different strokes, different folks. We move around. When you're lined up in your move, we will be moving. If you're wondering when I'm heading over to 118, I'm going to be out. As you know, I have the car issue that we're going to be dealing with. So I will be out tomorrow. I will say DS is at doing the early DS. I think I'm signed up for. I can move over right now, but I need to get my. I'm not going to turn down fighting. I mean, come on. We got to fight. So Desert Storm, I'm in the early one, which I think is 16 hours from now. So yeah, like around noon 1 o'clock my time. Server time. What is that? Like 1600 or something? 1800 time. And then after DS, I'll say our final goodbyes and then move over. I would encourage you to stay and play DS and get your honor points and your rewards and stuff like that. It's too many honor points to give up to move early. I know, like, you don't want to wait, but please wait, play it out, get your rewards, especially those honor points, guys. You know how I feel about those honor points. And then get over, and you know, for those of you that are moving, get over. A lot of people signed up here. We'll see how many people play. But hopefully we get a good crew in here for the end. So we'll see. Lily, did we? Yes. The 71 is having 3 VIP 18s move to different servers. Yes. And now we're at meet, so I can tell you at this point, King is going to be going to server 184. Congratulations, 184. Originally was supposed to go to 190. And my final gift to AOV and Smoothie over at 190 was talking them out of going to 190 and going instead to 184. And they don't deserve, 190 doesn't deserve somebody like King. This guy has been absolutely incredible since we've been here. He is an amazing man, like, to talk to. He helps you in the game, incredibly useful. As you can see, Hulk has already moved. Hulk went to server 82. So Hulk, I'll show you some of these places that they moved to. Hulk is moving to 82. As a matter of fact, Hulk moved to 82. So I bet you if I go in here now, Hulk will be here. And man, does that make me, man, does that make me sad. Oh, Jesus Christ. So sad. So Hulk is now playing with Goose, and he's playing with Prairie Sky. Also, by the way, fun people. Fun people, and incredibly, this right here is violence. Violence. I promise you that. Promise you that. They are violence personified. So, yeah, amazing server. Like, top at strength here. And there's a bunch of guys that are moving over to play with him. So that is server 82. And, man, I will see them. And I told Hulk, just because he's not in the server anymore doesn't mean that he should be mounting me out there when he sees my base. He can point that green arrow somewhere else. Stay away from me. Because I don't need no part of that green monster. 194, or I'm sorry, 184 is where King, VIP 18 King will be going to. Here. He is on vacation right now, so eventually he will be moving there. Apparently there are some women that told me, they were like, oh, the women couldn't resist. So anybody knows this dude? Apparently the women are find you very attractive, sir. So they were very happy to move to your server, they told me. So there you go. Okay, we come in here and see their total hero power. He's 421, getting King. So insert King into this server, who is 384, I think his number was. So they got a 421 and a 384 to go with their 281. They are well on their way to being a strong server. So happy that that power is going there instead of 190 where it belongs here. So good for DWH and 184 for getting that. And then as you can see, CDF already left. Allegedly, where was she going, everybody? Allegedly. Anybody paying attention up there today when I told you where she was going? Let's see. I'm waiting. Anybody? There you go. Look at Woo. Woo for the win. Woo for the win. Let's see if it was let's see if I was right. Allegedly. So and I also the name might have changed if in fact it was moved and purchased. Oh, what am I doing? Here, and here. No. Nope. I clearly heard that wrong. Or the information I got was wrong. She did not go to 105. She went somewhere. I don't know where the hell she is. Or she changed. No, because I saw them get a gold. Wow. I don't know. I don't know then where she is. See what I mean? I got bad information. 105. So somebody bought the account and went somewhere. I don't know. A 91 needed a gold? Did 91 get their gold? Oh, maybe she went to... Hey, there he is. Sammy Victim, president. I told you he was president, Sammy. Saw him early. Let's see if she went here. I know they needed a gold all day. Nope. Boy, I don't know where she went. And there's 196 friggin' servers. So I couldn't tell you. I'm not going to go through every single one. I'll ask around. I'll get the deets. I'll be honest, like somebody came to me with the information. I didn't seek it out to ask where she was going. Somebody had told me that 105 bought it. So I don't know. That's why I say allegedly, by the way. Oh, you know she went to 106? All right, let's try 106. Maybe somebody got the wrong number. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there she is. Good call. Good call, buddy. Who is that? Who said it? Really? No, I don't think. What are we calling you over here? What's with the name? Illumi? Illumi Zold? I'm going to call you Zold. Zoldy. I like Zoldy. Thank you, Zoldy. Appreciate you. Yeah, Zoldy. Well, this is weird. Oh, there it is. Just changed, right? That you bought. Wait. What the hell? Oh, maybe because. Where is she? Isn't this weird, guys? She's here. But she's not here. Very strange. Maybe it needs time to update. And what is she? The only one in this alliance? Oh no, they're down here. By the way, how about this alliance, by the way? I just noticed. I'm like, what the hell? How the hell did this alliance even get... How did this alliance get a gold? Did that power just jump up? Or is it me? Didn't that just say like 6... Did somebody just spend a shit ton of money on that? Did that just say 697 and now it says 707? Or am I dreaming? I got to go back and watch this live. I'm pretty sure that just... Am I crazy? I think this just jumped up. She wasn't 700 when she was at the... Wow. Maybe she's building troops. I don't know. I don't know who has the account. But it's not going in here. Yeah, and I don't know the total hero power. Seems like a whole lot of 300 million, but this is all power. I need total hero power. Well, let's look at total hero power before she goes in. So 260. Oh, okay. This is good. I mean, they're fine. They're deep, but they're not. They don't have any other 300 million hero power here. So she's coming into here, and she adds probably 400 million. She's like 440 million or something, 400 something like that. She was around what Hulk was. And then your next one is 266. So, I mean, and I don't even know if that's where she's going to stay. I don't know if somebody bought it from this account. I don't. How much they spend on the account? 68K is how much they spend on the account. Is it? Are you serious? Because I mean, that would make sense. That would be a funny joke if that was if that's what happened. I heard it was 50, but I heard 50 to 60. 68 seems kind of stupid. I mean, anybody who bought it for 68 is getting ripped off. I mean, so Wu says Illuminati. Oh, you think for Zoldy? Yeah, it's definitely glitch. Yeah, glitch is like this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, so you guys can see the where our 3 VIP 18s went. There, I don't know. I know one. I don't know if they got him, or I know when then he was getting a gold. I'd love to see who they. I don't know who they got. Can't believe everybody moves over so quick. By the way, crazy. Nobody wants to play versus. Yeah, nobody there yet. What's his name? Couldn't wait to get out of there. What's his name? Went to server 90, I believe. Who was there? Server 90, I think. Let's see. I heard 90 was losing some people too. There, Viper. Viper was at 190. He was the number 2 account on 190, and he left. Because, well, Smoothie's a douchebag, so he left. So I heard that this account is leaving 90. I had heard that the couple of the Korean accounts here were leaving 90. I don't know. I guess we'll find out if this happens or not. So I heard they were gaining a 300, but they're losing a 290 and a 260. So I guess we'll find out if that actually happens. But those were the rumors that I heard for the thing. So yeah, like as you can see already, you're wondering why people moved out. I mean, oh Jesus, the fact my face is appearing on anything means that this server is starting to die. Although kills I could be up there on. But it's just now we're down. You know, we're already starting to dwindle here for a server. Sad as it is, sad as it may be, but so I will be in my new server coming up. As I said, we're going to start enlisting some of those surprises and that we're rolling out and coming out. Some things that I have coming out too for you. I'm gonna make a couple videos coming out, the tech videos that we've been trying to get to forever. Once we get over and we finish our new server move, we get done. Yes, we will be making some more videos for folks out there. Tech video update as well as resources update that we've been working on forever. Also drone chips for all those that look drone chips. Nobody likes to tackle drone chips out here. Nobody knows about the upgrades. Nobody confused about drone chips. Plan on making a video straight up how I recommend to upgrade drone chips, what drone chips actually do, and why they're so damn important. And believe me, they are important to do it. So tomorrow I will have a bunch, man. Oh my God. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to give you guys, which I will do. I get battle reports that people have been sending me, so you know. Tomorrow night I'll work on getting all you out the battle reports. For those of you that are sending battle reports, please send them in. Any, I'll give you a couple of things that are very interesting to find out. Any of your tank versus air combinations with your 30s. I love looking at Morrison's. Morrison's with successful Murphy, Sarah, Carly playing versus missile and air are fun to look at. Your missile with Marshall after season 5. Anything after battle cards, very interesting to go over with the community right now for experience. And I will shoot you out in the game, by the way, when you send them out. I've been starting to let people know when we discuss them on live, because I know sometimes it's difficult to know when we necessarily get to them. I'll get a little better with that in 2026 as far as our scheduling and what we look at on specific days. so we can get some actual agendas, maybe some organization, dare I say. And then you can know when your battle reports are going to be played. But I will at least give you a shout out for sharing it with us. I appreciate you so much. I'll make sure you know when we share your report and when we talk about it for sharing. So keep them coming. And I will definitely pop in with everything going on. It's going to be very busy this weekend, but I will certainly try to pop in when we're on the new server. Maybe do some Winter Storm and spread it around, all right? With that, everybody, don't forget, serve, move, make sure you move your migration and move when you want to, but do it after Desert Storm so you can get your honor points and rewards. Thank you very much for that service announcement. Everybody, thank you for making this awesome. QB18 out.